Hello everyone, it is me, Nicholas, and I'm here today to tell you, or rather just talk about, how you can turn any hobby, interest, or passion or whatever into something that, a thing, a proper thing. It could be a job, it could be something you could live off, or it could just be if you want some recognition. Either way, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm talking about this from the standpoint of someone who is taking a class in entrepreneurship, which is basically how to start your own business and stuff. It's quite interesting, and I just feel like I wanted to share with you the things that I've learned. Today, we're just gonna focus on getting an idea so you know what you can work towards. Okay, so step number one is to figure out what you want to do, because I feel like you should choose that first. Of course, you could just go and jump on a bandwagon and be like, yo, this is popular, I'll do this. But I feel like passion projects are the projects that are mostly, seen through and actually completed and gotten somewhere because people wanted it wholeheartedly to succeed. Once you figure out what you want to do, you have to figure out how to make that thing into something that someone else would want or need in any kind of way. Your potential consumers have needs, and those can be like very obvious needs, or they can be a bit more subtle. For example, the need for entertainment. People like to be entertained, they want it. So maybe if you want to do like gaming videos, or you want to do like art videos, but you don't really want to teach people how to do stuff, or like inform them in any way, then you could just do stuff that is entertaining and cool. Or maybe you want to do like inspirational stuff, which is hard to define, but definitely a possibility. I feel like travel videos that have like no dialogue or information are usually just inspiration because they look pretty and they make people want to go travel and stuff, right? Either way, figuring out what your thing can do to satisfy someone else in a way is key, because that is what's gonna actually make your thing viable. That's what's gonna make it a thing. If people want it, they'll have it and they'll get it, and then you get something in return, hopefully, and then we're on the right track. So for an example, I'm gonna assume that I'm really good at drawing, or I really like to draw at least, and I would like to turn that into my living somehow. I love to draw, and I want to live off drawing, but I don't really know how. So some of the things that I could do if I was really good at drawing, I could either be like a graphical designer, which means I could do logos and banners and stuff like that for companies or teams or whatnot. Like there's so many people who need graphical design. Or maybe I wanted it to be a bit more like creative and frilly and stuff like that. So maybe I could team up with a writer of some kind, and we could either make animations, or we could make I could make illustrations for them. Maybe I just want to inform people, and I could make like guidance on how to get the right equipment, the right pencils and colors and how to fill in and blah 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 blah. Or maybe I would just like to make videos like speed drawing and stuff, and people could just watch it and be amazed because speed drawings are so cool. Now, see, up to this point, I feel like people usually get it. People usually can figure out these things, but what people don't always think about is who are you doing it for? Because a lot of people, here's the thing with the creative stuff. People say that you should do it for yourself, and I totally agree. I'm totally with that. You should do it because you want to do it. But if you want to turn it into something that is a thing, like a job, for example, then you have to think about who is going to be your consumers. Who do you want to consume whatever you're doing, your product or your service or whatnot? It does not mean that you have to be dictated by what your consumer wants, but it's important to keep in mind who you are doing this for so that you don't fall off track and just go crazy. Of course, there are people who give this no thought whatsoever and they just do the thing they love, and people are like, yeah, we like this, and then they just that works out. But I feel like you should at least try to think a little bit about who you are doing this for. Are you like making speed drawings for men in their 50s who have like jobs and stables and family and stuff? Stables. Why would they have stables? Or are you making it for creative teens who also likes to draw? Thinking about who your consumers are going to be, who your target group is gonna definitely help you when it comes to kind of figuring out how to satisfy their need, because that is something you have to keep in mind all the time. How is this doing anything for anyone? Because it is really important if you want something in return, which is either money or attention, whatever it is, you have to think about that all the time. What is this, my thing, doing for the consumer? And why should they just take it and give me something in return, right? At some point I'm going to talk about how you can actually reach your consumer, whoever that might be, because that's quite a tricky task. You can have excellent content, and that was the wrong way of saying excellent, but anyways, you can have excellent content and just be super good and have super high quality, and nobody watches you because you have no idea how to reach your target audience. Because even if you can reach people, it doesn't mean that the people are the people that you wanted it to reach, if that makes any sense. It probably does, but I'm just really lost with words today. But yes, anyways, with that I'm gonna take my leave. You can now think about what you want to do and how you can turn that into something that people will want, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Good luck. Bye. Wow.